Hello Monica, you're going to do your reading now, and I've just printed off, or Martin printed off, this lovely picture of you and this gentleman. Now when I was doing the draw, I did it in a way a little bit different to your card reading. Is instead of just randomly choosing, I was using my intuition to show me the way that I needed to go, who needed the reading most. And obviously yourself just writing in there that you missed a spiritual night on Saturday, so of course you won, because you obviously missed a message that was supposed to be for you. So he's here with us today, and this is Dad. I don't know why, I could be wrong, but I get the name David, so if this isn't his name, this is going to be a name that's connected with him. With this gentleman, I feel, with Dad, I feel something to do with the head, like a brain tumour with him. I also feel like something to do with the heart, making my heart race. So if he had heart problems, I think that's probably why he's doing that to me. But he also wants to bring up a subject about yourself as well, Monica, with regards to, this is a very touchy subject, depression and anxiety. Now, anxiety can be very, very harsh at times, and I'm feeling it now, so I know it's not nice. So there's either been concern with yourself or with your doctors whether this anxiety is coming from an emotional thing, or whether it's actually a problem with your heart, similar to this the heart problems that this gentleman had. And I think that he's bringing it up. He's bringing it up on a positive way, because Spirit will only talk about positive things. They'll talk about negative things, but only if it's to help you right now. And I feel as though he's letting you know this is just the anxiety. Don't be stressing that you've got a heart condition similar to either Dad or somebody else in the family has had. You're going to be okay, darling. Such a fun, loving gentleman. He comes through with so much energy. I just want to flitter all over the place. So he was a gentleman that probably wouldn't have sat still too long in his younger days, and would have liked to have a drink, chat with his buddies. But at the end of the day, he'd come home and he loved you. He loved you so much, and he still does. He still loves you very, very, very much. And I feel like you had a very special bond with your dad. On a friendship basis, you were gone to him with your problems. And I feel as well that he was obviously, very loving and gentle and kind when it comes to his family and things. But he's given me the impression that, don't piss him off, because he could be a little bit feisty. You wouldn't want to mess with him, you wouldn't want to cross him in a bad way at all. And he's coming through with that sort of Cockney, Jack the Lad type feel with him. He was also telling me about how he had shaking. I don't know what this is, but he would shake towards the end of his life as well, with the conditions of the disease that I feel he had. I also see rugby with him, and I also see boxing. Two different types of sport there. I don't know if that's connected with him or whether it's connected with the family in general, but I do feel like in some way you had a professional boxer in your family, and this would be connected with your dad. Okay. He shows me that you've been recently up to the hospital having some blood tests done. And I also feel something about a medication changing as well. And he's saying just go with it, darling. Don't worry about it. It's going to be okay. You're stressing and worrying about all these different things at the moment. And he says, you know, these are not your stresses to burden. You, there's lots of family things going on as well. And I feel like this would have been the gentleman to put them all back in their places. That's what I feel. I feel since Dad's passed, the family is torn apart. You know, as it does with some families, it either pulls you together or it tears you apart. As you know, we all know this. But he's coming through and he wants to let the family know that he's watching all of the spiteful comments. I don't know what that means. I can try and guess. But he's not giving me too much information. But this guy is pissed with a couple of certain people, either close family friends or family members, who aren't being as nice as they would have been when he was here. And he wants them to know that he's still watching. And he's biding his time to scare the living crap out of them. If they haven't already, they would have had a visit from this gentleman in spirit. He likes to play tricks on people. He would have liked to do that when he was still here, and he still does it now. He's going to show them himself to... You've seen him already, Monica. It's not what I'm talking about. I know that you've seen him just before you were falling asleep. And he wants you to know that yes, you did see him. You're not going mad. It wasn't your medication. It wasn't anything else. You did actually see him. But he's talking about the family members that might not believe as much as you do, or think they do, but until they see something in their own eyes, it's like, whoa. And that's what's going to happen. And this is a sign from him that once they've seen him, or something really weird has happened in the house, that this is his message. Behave. Or I'm going to bang your heads together. I've had enough of it, he says. Okay? So you can pass that message on, Monica. I'm sure you will. Pass the video on, whichever way you want to do. This gentleman's hair was much shorter when he passed than it is in his picture. He's obviously short in his picture, but I feel like he probably would have had to shave his hair off at some point. And I feel he would have been much slender in the face as well before he passed. More stubble. Okay. He's telling me that you had a tattoo in remembrance of him. It's got some numbers on it as well as Daddy. And he loves that. He absolutely loves the fact that you did that. Something he would have done. I feel like he might have had a tattoo as well. Did you have the same tattoo done as he did? You have to answer that question for me. Something about it being the same as, or in reflection to, a tattoo that he had. So he might have had a tattoo done with either your name on it, or daughter, or something like that, or in remembrance or a celebration of you, and then you've done the same for him. And he says it's like we're communicating through the artwork that we've had done and permanently placed on our bodies. It connects us in that way much stronger. And I feel you felt that as well once you have a tattoo done, that you felt a much stronger connection with Dad. Okay. You have a piece of jewellery of his, a piece of gold jewellery, or it's a gold watch that you've had of his, or should have had of his, and he's fully aware of that situation, that you know that piece of jewellery as well. I also feel that this gentleman, for some reason, might have started losing his eyesight as well. Okay, so please take that as a piece of evidence. Okay, so he wants to just say to you, Monica, come on girl, come on, snap out of it, he's saying. You can fight this straight on. We're fighters, our family. We get through things. We get over things. He's saying, get over it. Don't know what he's meaning, because he's only talking to me in like half sentences, because it's almost like he doesn't want to say too much. Okay? If we were face to face, he might probably said a little bit more about that. And I feel this is to do with your health as well. It's almost like he's pep talking you. Wants you to get up and live and do all those things that you love to do. He says, don't get yourself into a state where you're staying in because you're anxious of going out. He says, don't do it to yourself, darling. He says, get up and fight it. Get up and fight it, he says. You can get over anything. He says, I fought all my life, fought for everything we had, he says, and you can do the same. He's right. He wants to give you a good telling off, Monica. Oh, bless you. Okay. Don't let people walk all over you. No, that's not right. Don't feel that you're anything less than anybody else. And I feel like this is to do with your physical health problems, of how certain situations make you feel. He says, you know, forget that, he says. Doesn't make you any less of a person, so don't let people walk all over you. Don't let them look down at you in a way that makes you feel uncomfortable. Tell them it makes you feel uncomfortable. Say, hang on a minute, hang on, talk to me like I'm a person. Don't know what that is, but I felt this is something that happened recently with you, where you felt like, hang on a minute, am I bloody invisible? Okay, so we've got Daddy, and I feel he's got somebody else with him in spirit that he wants to bring through as well. And this is a female, and this is a family member. Either it's one moment, because I really want to get this right for you. Oh, side of my face hurts. What is that? Was there a female that was in an accident? I don't know what this is. It's almost like the side of my face has been smashed. And the name Linda means something to you as well. I don't know if this is this female. I went too quickly. Here we go. I don't know, I can't tell you who this is because I'm not getting a, because the emotions are too strong. That's the problem, why. I can't get over the emotions to get the facts. This is a lady, younger female. I feel younger. That passed too quickly. So this was either an accident or a disease that just took over way too quick. Too quicker than it was supposed to. But I feel like it was like to the side of my face. Awful feeling. But she wants to tell you I'm all better now. I look just as beautiful as I did before it all happened. And I've got my spirit back, she says. I feel so much better. I'm happy. I'm with Dad. And he's looking after me. And she also wants to tell you that she's got a little baby in spirit for you as well. That either passed away as a young infant, or was a miscarriage of some type for you. And she wants you to let you know that she's looking over, watching over, and guiding that little baby for you as well. Very, very emotional. This lady. I feel like she might have been like this when she was still here. She would have been what people would say an emotional wreck. You're an emotional wreck all the time. Calm down. And then she would, and everything would be okay. But she would like get caught up in the moment and be very, very emotional, and then think, oh, okay, I've done that. I'm alright now. But I feel like she passed from some sort of accident, or she passed quickly or unexpected. Okay. And I need to talk about some pearls that you've also been passed down from by a lady in spirit. I think this is like a pearl necklace or something of some sort. And they're fully aware that you've still got hold of those. They say you're a collector. She says you don't get rid of anything. You hold on to the things that mean something, and appreciate them for what they are, even if they're not worth a lot of money. She says you hold on to them because they hold memories for you. Okay. I feel like somebody's either just passed exams, or they've just gone to prom, or they're celebrating, doing well in school, and Dad wants to say how proud he is of them. Okay, I feel like it's this is something that's just happened. Okay, so he was around for that. So if anybody was wondering, or wish Dad or wish Granddad was here to have seen this, he was there in spirit with you. Okay. Don't know how much longer we can go on with this one because of the length of the video. But he just wants to say that he loves you. He's around you all the time, and you know that. And he still comes up behind you and grabs you on the shoulders and does that, my girl. He's watching over. And I think that's the most important thing that he could say to you, that you needed to know, is that he is around. You're not alone in anything that's going on in your mind, because he can read what's going on in your mind. He knows what's happening. He knows what's happening up here. And all you've got to do is just release that to him and allow him to deal with the problems for you. Okay, so don't hold on to any issues that are going on. Just say, you know what, not my place to deal with that. Okay, it's not my place to worry or stress, or I've got enough of my own problems without everybody else adding to it, that sort of thing. So just release it all to him and allow him to deal with it as he would have done when he was here. Okay. I feel like you have a photograph of your father in your living room, in a place where it's well seen by yourself. Okay. And every time you walk past that photograph, you either touch the glass or to it, and he sees that every time, because as soon as you think about him, he's there, because you were his princess, you were his little angel, precious daughter. He loved you. Special bond with this guy, and I just want to say thank you for putting your name down and allowing me to attempt to channel your father through the picture. I think it is Daddy. And I hope some of it made sense. Again, just want to tell you, this is a test to see whether or not these readings over the internet work, how well picture readings work. So if I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong. I don't pray to be right every time. The messages that are supposed to get through will. The rest is whatever's, you know, sometimes a message comes through here, and by the time it's come out of here, it could be twisted round, back to front, because I've got a whole million things going on in my mind as well, so I'm only human. So let me know if any of it made sense, the bits that did, bits that didn't, and we'll take it from there. And if there's any questions that you want to ask me, go ahead, and I will speak to you later. Kisses and hugs from Daddy, lots of love, and God bless, and I'll speak to you later, honey. Congratulations. Bye bye.